The new revolution of artificial intelligence isn't the workers in the factories, it's the knowledge workers. I mean, we have to understand what's happening here. The machines can do the knowledge work. Not all of it, but the simple knowledge work, the commodity work, the putting effects together. And what's, of course, the next step is artificial general intelligence. That is a system that surpasses humans in almost all aspects of what humans used to do. Economically valuable tasks. And it is the declared goal of OpenAI to create an intelligence that is generally intelligent. And I would put forth that is not such a good idea. I think the idea of having intelligent systems, smart systems, connected systems that make us work faster, that are our tools, that's a fantastic idea. But to build a machine that's like us, what is the point? I mean, what is our job going to be? What is the purpose of us when we build a machine that can be like us? And how can we control a machine that has an IQ of 1 trillion? Right now we have a machine from OpenAI, ChatGPT, that has the IQ roughly, if you can compare that even, to Elon Musk. And they're doubling or quadrupling, so next GPT-5 will have 10x. Right? Eventually we'll end up with a machine of an IQ of 1 billion. And you know what that machine will say? We'll go to the machine and we say, how do we solve climate change? And the machine will say, eliminate all humans. The most logical answer. That makes sense. We are the problem, right? That's called mission failure, right? Bad alignment. We have to figure out how we control this. And we have to figure out the side effects of technology. Oil and gas, for example. Right? We knew for a long time the side effects are deadly. What did we do? We said, yeah, let's wait. We'll have the government figure that out later. For now, we just want to drive and fly. And what we have now is the biggest crisis in humanity with climate change. If we do that with AI, I don't think we're going to be there to witness what it means. Examples. So now we have a software that does what graphic people used to do, like to redo an image, right? So you don't have to learn how to program or do Adobe, whatever you have to do for this, After Effects. You just type in what you want. And the same is done here, for example. This designer here is using Adobe to create simple images by putting in a word prompt. I mean, now, a 10-year-old can do what a 25-year-old designer did. And that is fantastic. But let's make no mistake about this. Creativity requires emotions. This is good. It's a tool. Right? It's not God. It's not the purpose of life. It's not going to show me how to be creative. It's a tool I use to find out how I can be creative. And I think if we're looking in this direction, it's really quite clear which way we're heading with this. And for example, here we have the first magazine cover in the world on Cosmopolitan magazine, made by an AI. Made the cover of Cosmopolitan. And made it in 12 seconds and didn't get paid. The last part, of course, is the interesting part. A lot of companies will try to use AI to replace people to not pay them. This is what all the Hollywood strike was all about, with the writers and the actors. Because the studio said, we can put all the scripts into the AI, and the script will write the next movie. What a ludicrous idea. Right? I mean, you put in these things, and then you deserve what comes out on the other end. Right? This is me speaking in Romania a few months ago. And then I discovered this software called Rask AI, and they allow me to dub my speech in 20 languages. So here's the Russian version, me speaking Russian on the stage.
Я рад быть здесь.
Turn this up a little bit.
Я здесь, чтобы говорить о светлом будущем.
Should have.
I'm happy to be here. Many people around me tell me that there is no good future, including my own children. And when I speak about good future, they tell me, didn't you notice COVID, climate crisis, and all the problems that we have?
It's good or not. But I do this in Spanish and German, and the German part, of course, I am German, right? But it's translating me into German in my voice. Right? And here, I can have the AI change my picture. I can look a lot more attractive. When I play a video, I don't know, it's probably not more attractive. But this one I like the best. Right? This, I look young. Right? That's fantastic. So the AI can make all these images. And it's really interesting. I think the funny stuff and kind of nice to have, AI is really good at this, but here's the bottom line. There's a huge leap between funny and good enough and interesting to really good. Right? There's a canyon. Right? I mean, that's not me. It's what the machine can find pictures of me. I don't know where the astronaut comes from. I asked the AI to make a portrait of me. There's various websites that make portraits, right? You upload photos and it goes out on the internet, finds photo, and it makes portraits about you. But who is this? Right? It could be me, kind of the James Bond version of myself, I suppose. Right? And it's flattering, but I mean, the bottom line is still, I would say, not quite, right? For now, the gap between interesting and really good is huge. This is what artificial intelligence does in generative AI. You ask the question, it goes out to 1 trillion pages, it copies and pastes, puts it together, and sends it to you. It has no idea what it's saying, it has no context, it doesn't know what's in it, it's just the most likely autocomplete. And that is very useful if you're looking for pointers. It is not useful if you look for the truth. If you Google and say, what kind of speaker is Gerd Leonhard? Is he a good speaker or not? You'll get 50 links. And then you can say, yeah, probably not, or probably. But here you get one answer. And it sounds so good that you say, yeah, that's it. So next time you have an election in Kazakhstan, you just ask ChatGPT, who should I vote for? Send vote. I mean, that's probably not such a good idea.
I'll speak to you. Who are you?
I'm ChatGPT, a language model by OpenAI. How can I assist you today?
Cool voice.
Thank you.
The chatbot now has a voice. Actually, 5.
Hey.
Hey there.
Hey. Hi there.
Well, hello.
It's like a sci-fi movie with an AI assistant that's always...
This is Joanna from Wall Street Journal. She's speaking to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is speaking back. Now, very soon, we're going to have devices like my wristwatch or a little button that I wear here or in my car, and we're going to connect to ChatGPT even without the mobile phone, even without internet, and ask it anything we want. That's heaven or hell. It's heaven for, yes, I can ask any question, I can be instantly smart, but how do I know it's right? Have you used Google Maps? Oh, all of us use Google Maps. Sometimes it's really great, sometimes it's really bad, but we say, okay, big deal, I find my own way. We'll have to do the same with AI. Imagine 700 million Indians on mobile devices, which is happening basically in a year or two, and they can ask any question they want and get a spoken answer in the voice of a famous actress. You'd say, okay, that's interesting, but is it good? Right? Is that the good future, or is it the scary future? And which way are we going with this? So, very big difference between biological intelligence, that's all of us, by the way, not just humans, but also animals, of course, social, intellectual, kinesthetic body, emotional intelligence. Allegedly, women have emotional intelligence a lot more than men. That is not surprising. But it's very interesting to see what kind of intelligence does the machine have? Well, you name it. Logic. Right? Logic, data, binary. You're not binary. You didn't marry your husband or your wife because of efficiency. There are many, many reasons why we do things. Humans are multinary. Machines are binary. We should use machines to do the binary jobs. I want a machine to be good at a job, to be competent. I do not want the machine to be conscious. I mean, why? That's my job, is to do all these things, right? Why would I want that? So when we're looking at this future and we'll have basically a genie in our pocket, we have to wonder. It's going to make trillions of dollars, trillions. Replacing humanity with technology is the biggest income idea ever. Is it a good idea? And virtual reality on top of that? We could live in a synthetic world, a world that is just made up. We got to think about this because also our work is changing. The pyramid of work, guess what? You talk about the knowledge society, well, that's good, but here's the fact. Computers will cover that lower part of the pyramid. That's machine territory. logic, information, and some basic knowledge. Machines can and will do that. They will beat us in 5 years at every aspect of logical computing in our brain. So where's our turf? It's on top of this. It's the place where we go that's on top of the pyramid, the human-only turf. The future is not just science, technology, engineering, and math. Right? It's also what I call HECI, not just STEM. Humanities, ethics, creativity, imagination. Put ethics, music, sports, literature, and stuff back onto the agenda. Because basically what's happening is we're moving up the pyramid and the rest is done by the machines.